Hey guys, I'm back, but today we're doing things a little differently. No screenplays this time, and now you'll ask why? Well, just because I don't want to let your imagination get trapped within the screenplay. So, just sit back, listen to me, and let me paint a broad, vivid scene in your mind. Guys, just imagine a classic absent-minded professor in your mind, right? That character who's a genius in his field but totally clueless about the basics of daily life. It's like they're stuck in their own world while the rest of us are just trying to navigate reality. It's such a familiar type, isn't it? TV Tropes has a fantastic breakdown of this archetype with tons of examples from fiction that really highlight how relatable and timeless this character is. It's funny how we all know someone like that, right? Take Thales of Miletus, for example. He's often hailed as the first philosopher in the Greek tradition. Legend has it he was so caught up in staring at the stars that he fell into a well. It's a perfect illustration of the struggle between the pursuit of higher knowledge and the day-to-day demands of life, a theme many great thinkers like Schopenhauer and Nietzsche wrestled with. Schopenhauer noted that many brilliant minds often exhibit this absent-mindedness or struggle with social norms, but it's not due to a lack of intelligence, it's just that their minds are operating on a different level. You see, the genius tends to take a bird's-eye view of humanity, focusing on those big existential questions instead of getting bogged down by trivial concerns. So, while they're off unraveling the mysteries of existence, they can miss out on the small talk, the gossip, or even the social niceties that most of us navigate without thinking. It's like they're so focused on the bigger picture that the everyday stuff just slips right by them. Pretty wild, huh? In contrast, the average person tends to see the world through a narrower, more self-serving lens. They're often bound by self-interest, unable to rise above their own perspective. On the flip side, those with elevated minds are distinguished by their unselfishness and sense of detachment, which can often leave them feeling alienated from the crowd. When they judge others by their own high standards, they frequently find themselves disappointed when reality doesn't measure up. This clash of perspectives creates inevitable tension between the genius and the common man. Eventually, the genius comes to realize that solitude is often the more appealing option. Schopenhauer's viewpoint is unapologetically elitist. He sees the majority as crude, shallow, and easily distracted. To him, most people fail to ponder life, their place in the universe, or the deeper mysteries of existence. His writings are tailored for those who can rise above this mediocrity, offering insights on how to handle interactions with the masses. Schopenhauer advises that when faced with pettiness or ignorance, instead of feeling annoyed or distressed, it's better to view it as an opportunity for growth, a new insight into the complexities of human nature. So, next time you encounter those frustrations, remember Schopenhauer's wisdom, see it as a chance to learn rather than a source of irritation. To navigate these interactions, Schopenhauer advises adopting a stoic detachment, much like a scientist who encounters an unusual specimen, observing without getting emotionally entangled. This emotional resilience is central to his essay on solitude, which we've explored in another video. The genius finds joy in contemplating Platonic ideas, distancing themselves from the mundane. They reach an understanding that most will never attain. Not everyone can become a philosopher, poet, or scientist, and even fewer can truly excel in these fields. Great minds are like eagles, soaring high above in their solitude. The good news? If you're interested in these profound topics, you're already a step above the common man in Schopenhauer's eyes. Nietzsche echoes this critique of the masses, but places more emphasis on their adherence to slave morality rather than raw intelligence. It's a fascinating discussion we'll dive into more deeply in future videos, so if you're eager for that conversation, let us know in the comments. Ending with Schopenhauer's famous lines, he says, "It is often the case that people of noble character and great mental gifts may display a strange lack of worldly wisdom and a deficiency in the knowledge of men, especially when they are young." For more thought-provoking content like this, make sure to check out our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.